Hi, you guys. Oh, it's afternoon. I was about to say good morning. Go, Chunky. Um, it's Friday, but I'm actually home today because we had a little emergency situation here. I'm not gonna get all into it, y'all, but I had to stay home. Come on, y'all. I got my caftan on. I mean, y'all can't really see. Huge. I should have gotten a large, and I do this with so many of my clothes, but it's because I have big boobs and butt, so I don't want to buy something and then it's like, if it's good everywhere except those places, so I always tend to get a bigger size. But I'm trying to look what Chunky did to me because he had to go to the bathroom. He don't realize I gotta get his nails cut. He's not purposely trying to scratch me, but tell me if you see the hummingbirds, Chunky, okay? I'm gonna let you sit outside for a little bit. Hold on, let me take the lock off. There you go. UPS is driving by. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on one second. Let me sit back down. I actually have to get up out of here. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. All right, so it's 12:52 Friday. May. Yo, look. So I'm sitting here reading. I don't know when y'all gonna see this. I'm sitting here reading the comments from the video I posted about spirituality and wellness, and I am in my feelings, you guys. Like, oof. Sorry. I don't want to cry. And I hate, I hate when people get on YouTube and they be doing this crying shit. Like, I mean, if it's real, obviously I'm always for people expressing their emotions, but I hate to be like that little whiny person. But I'm just like, I'm so thankful, you guys. Like, there's so many of you in the comments, that are saying such beautiful things about me. And I'm appreciative, like, I might edit this out. I don't know. I try to keep my channel as realistic as possible, but also private. Like, it's a very thin line, you guys. But I want it to be something that's not thought about too much, like scripted or whatever. Like, this is my real life. These are real things, my real feelings, my real thoughts, because that is what what I want to put out there to the masses, because we need that. I'm just so sick of all the fake shit, but there's an audience for that too. So I'm on my business and I'm gonna stay over here behind my fence. And the people that do that, they're gonna stay behind their fence. There's something for everybody, but that's just not my thing. And I tend not to watch that type of stuff. But you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody in the comments. Nina, thank you. My brother's friend, my brother that passed away, Damien, thank you so much. Like, his comments always make me cry. He doesn't comment all the time because he's like, why am I commenting on like this girly stuff? But I think there's males that watch my channel, but a lot of them don't comment. They'll comment every now and again. But he's like, I don't want to comment on girly stuff. And I get that. But I know that you're watching. I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much for always sharing such, great things about my brother. And, oh, okay. It just makes me smile, because people that actually knew my brother, and I told this story years ago. It was crazy to me when people found out that knew my brother that I had a YouTube channel. And at first I was, not that I was embarrassed, I just was like, I don't want all these people, knowing everything that I put up on the internet. Because I think to a lot of people, YouTube sort of is like a release, that you may not want to share with certain people that you see every day, or that you work with or whatever. It's like your own little personal video diary or whatever. And Um, I've said that before. I had gotten negative comments. People were like, well, then why the fuck you putting it on the internet? Why you making it public? It's just so, so much stuff that you have to deal with when you say certain things and people take it one way. You don't may not necessarily mean it that way, whatever. Um, it's still a way for me to be creative. And like I said, I've met some really dope people on here, like, and I'm appreciative for those people. But I still feel the same way. Like, I don't post like my videos on my Facebook page, which is basically family, professors, job people. Like, some people know a very small amount, and I do think there's some people that know, that just they don't say that they know that I have a channel. And that's cool too. It's my real life. I'm not fronting or pretending. Everything that I say and do is really happening and, actual factual. But when my brother's friends, like, one found me, shared a video, then like his whole crew, like girls he went to school with, his boys, they found my YouTube channel. And I remember getting so much love after my brother had passed, because I was struggling, you guys. I was really, really struggling. And YouTube was help for me, you know what I mean? It was helping me kind of get things out and like process stuff, and I didn't even make live a lot of that stuff that I was talking about or I was going through at that time, because although I was able to get it out because I was filming it, I didn't make it public. Because some stuff too, my younger brother is not here anymore. I just kind of thought like, oh, maybe he wouldn't want everybody to know certain things. So he's a very sweet soul, you guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Even though there's some people in our lives that were trash. I I decided not to, make a lot of that stuff live. But when I was recording it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this out here. And then I think about it, and again, like you heard me say in that video, the spirituality video, I go with where I'm being pulled, right? So if my heart and my energy is telling me no, don't put this up, don't make this live, then I won't, And the good thing for me is that I take so long to edit shit that it's not like I recorded and put it up right away. I have time to ponder, to think, to get signs like, oh, maybe you shouldn't say that, or maybe that's too much personal for somebody, so like it kind of works for me. But I just remember being overwhelmed by all my brother's friends finding me. And at first I took it like, oh my God, like these people are now like in my business, blah, 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 whatever. And then I realized like, yo,
these people are here because of your brother, because of the love that they had for him, and they're here supporting you and uplifting you, and all they want is the best for you. And it has been so great for me, you guys, because at least five of my brother's friends, I won't point them all out, but they consistently watch and they make comments and they say sometimes, like memories about my brother, and things that I didn't even know, like he would talk about me. Like Damien just left in my comments under the spirituality video that, my brother would talk to his friends about me, about, like, how proud of me he was, because I was like my brother's second mother. My mom, I would never talk, down about her or anything like that, but she had a lot going on. She was going to school, she was dealing with my dad with their issues. Like, it was a lot, and I always leave room for people to be human beings. So I had to grow up fast, and I'm so sorry, you guys. I had to grow up fast, and I could have gone in the opposite direction. I could have been like, yo, F this. Like, this is not my responsibility. Like, even like my younger cousins, I had to step in and be mom. I had to step in and be somebody that looked out for them, made sure that they were good, like, we lived in, with my little cousins, when I was still living in Brooklyn, like, it was the ghetto, it was the hood. Like, people were robbing kids, people were slashing faces, people were raping people. Like, it was scary. It was scary in Brooklyn at some point, and I had to be their protector, because I'd be damned if somebody did something to, one of my family members. Now, I'm not sitting up here trying to say like I'm some hard rock or whatever, but when you have to be that because you have no choice, because your parents are going through their own stuff. My grandparents died when I was young. My grandmother died when I was young. My grandfather died when I was young. On my mom's side, on my dad's side, my grandfather died before I was able to get to know him. And my grandmother, on my father's side, had like issues with one of my aunts on my mother's side, so it caused like so much tension for the kids. Like, we were all innocent in it, but the kids are the ones who suffer. So basically, sometimes you have your parents aren't necessarily doing the things they need to do, your grandparents step in. But for us, it wasn't that way. So guess who had to take the responsibility? Me. I didn't have to, but so when I hear, like, my brother's friends tell me that, all my brother did was like talk about me in a good way, it feels good, but it's also hurtful. It's just like, I wanted so much more for his life. And I've never gotten into the particulars or anything like that, and I probably won't, because again, like I said, I go with my heart. I go with uh how I feel, like, again. And even though a lot of this stuff is my story or my life, it's also shared with other people and their lives and their story, and maybe they don't want that shared, so I always try to be respectful and keep in mind that it's not just my story to tell. So if I don't have like the consent, obviously my brother's not here any longer, um and other people as well, I usually don't go into details. I'll talk about something, but I won't go into details, because I know a lot of people are probably like, well, what the hell, you know what I mean? You've never really dived into talking about exactly what happened. Because if you've been watching for a while on my old channel, I remember coming in and letting you guys know that my younger brother had passed away. And I was just, I don't even know what I was saying. It was just like a bunch of gibberish. I couldn't stop crying. And there was like a lot of stuff that I know people didn't understand. I didn't even really understand. It was just like a lot to process. It happened right before we bought our first house. And I thought I was gonna have to be hospitalized. I was like so traumatized, like I couldn't function. You know what I mean? I would be at work and just, break down. It was a lot, and it was crazy because people at my job didn't even know what was going on, because I don't really share, like, all my personal information. And the thing is, even, and it's not so much because, like, oh, I don't want anybody to know. It's that when you open up and you start to tell certain things, people want to know more and more, and why and how and who. And as I said to you guys, it's not all my business to share. Certain people in my family that might have had a part to play. Like, once I start talking, like, that exposes other people, and I just feel like I don't want to be that girl. Like, it's just like, and I know who my brother was, and he wouldn't want me to do that. So, I don't. I carry a lot of stuff. You know, I'm good though. It's not like I'm walking around with tons of, heavy shit on my shoulders, because I've learned how to release and how to purge. But these are still things that come up. The memories, the things that happen will never go away, obviously, because they are etched in my memory forever. And, it's still going to be emotional sometimes to talk about these things, and as you know, my brother is that for me, that sore spot for me. And I can't help it. I can't help it. Like, I never talk about him without crying. Like, never. Even if it's good stuff. It's just like, I cannot help it. I'm very sad that he's not here to share life with me. So I wanted to say thank you, Damien. I don't know if you watch all my videos, but thank you for your kind words in the comments. Thank you for always, letting me know that my brother, truly loved me. And, things that he said and did. I appreciate that. I don't have a lot of, hold on.
Sorry, Chunky wanted to come in. I was saying I don't have a lot of pictures or, like, things that I can hold on to of my brother, because he was never really like a picture person, and he kind of did his own thing, like he just was not, I don't know. I don't know. He just was not into all that, like taking a bunch of pictures all the time. And he went through some things in his life, you know? So I have some, and those are my most cherished items in the whole world. Like everything could burn down, God forbid, but those are my cherished items. Pictures of my brother. I have a few of his clothing items. I have a few of his little books he used to journal in and, you know, write raps and stuff. And I will keep those things forever because that's a part of him, you know? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Nina, for Go Garden. I appreciate you so much, little sis. I know we talk, but I'm gonna, you know, continuously talk about you, give credit because you are a part of my life. And you've been really, really dope. Like I said, sorry about that. Chunky is a child, and he wanted some attention. Nina, back to you. I just appreciate you through all the years, always being super cool, always showing me love, always showing up, just always being a great human being. And I never forget those things. And I know you're the same way. You're a Virgo. We don't forget, you know, we cherish the people who are good to us in our lives. And I appreciate you, sis, all the wonderful things you said about me. You didn't have to do that. I'm just so thankful. And, you know, I'm your big sis. I know. But at times, even as
The older person or the person with a little more experience or life lived, it's good when somebody else can help you realize some things or kind of put some things in perspective. Like, you know what, you're right. You know, thank you or for confirming I'm not bugging, right? It's not me. And I appreciate you, sis. And I will never not give people their credit or, you know, what is just due to them. I'm not on no high horse. I'm not better than anybody. I'm here out here living my life just like everybody else trying to figure it out. And I'm appreciative for those people who be listening to me when I get on my soapbox, right? So Nina is one of those people, you know, sometimes I get on my soapbox and I just be having to be like, girl, da, 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 and she understands, you know, like she's not bothered or whatever, and she always offers me, you know, some good words. And I will always appreciate you, sis, and I will keep uplifting you and continuing to support you because you deserve it. Why the fuck not, you know? And we curse. I don't, like I said, people don't be liking that I be cursing.
So I don't know. I changed my phone to 60 frames per second, but when you shoot in the 60 frames per second, it looked really, really dark. So I just went back to the regular 30 frames per second. I actually need to hurry my butt up because since I had to stay home today, you know, for an emergency, it had to do with some water, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. I decided to make my yearly wellness appointment with my holistic doctor. And I do it every year just to make sure your girl is still in great condition and I'm healthy and there ain't nothing going on that I need to know about and all that good stuff. So I need to be out of here by 3 o'clock. And it was like meant to be because usually I can't get an appointment like the same day. But it just so happens that she was like, yeah, you can come in today. So I need to be there by 4:30. And I need to start getting dressed and all of that probably by 2 o'clock. It's 1:14 now. Yeah, you guys. So who else? Lola. Lola Mayback. She's one of my really old tubies. Young lady, definitely younger than me. And I'm reading her comments like in tears, like because you don't realize, especially me, y'all, because I just be talking my shit. I'm not really like, oh girl, you gonna get on here, you gonna inspire people. Oh, you know, I don't call myself no guru. I don't call myself none of that. Like I'm a regular person like you, and I'm just doing my regular shit. Ain't nothing special about me, ain't nothing whatever. And you know, when you just out here being you, doing you, that's when you see like, oh shoot, people are actually connecting. Like, oh shoot, people are actually saying that what you talking about is relatable because it's not rehearsed. It's not fake. It's not, let me see how many views I could get. Oh, let me put a title up and see, how many, what they call that when people use titles to draw you into their video. Somebody put it in the comments. I can't think of it right now. Clickbait. You're like clickbait. People be putting clickbait titles to get people. I don't want those people. I want you to watch me because you are interested in whatever the hell I'm talking about. I want you to watch me because you enjoy what I'm doing, what I'm showing, whatever's going on. You're getting something out of it in a good way. I really don't want anybody watching me that doesn't like me or is talking shit about me. I mean, you can't help it. Your page is public. You can still get those people, but I really don't want those energies on my page because I don't watch people I don't like. I don't comment on people shit that I don't like. I don't talk to people that I don't resonate with. If it's something about you that's just not sitting well with me, I remove myself. You know what I mean? Now, I will tell y'all, and this is some real shit. There are some people who I, in the beginning of kind of like watching them, was like, yeah, this is trash, like whatever. But again, I have a problem with giving people too many chances, and I end up liking them. And that's the funny thing, especially with vloggers. If you watch a vlogger long enough, you'll find something that you like about them, and then you're interested. So that has happened to me. And I ain't gonna even lie, there was some people that I don't know how I subscribed to them. I don't know, whatever. And then I start watching some of their videos, and I'm just like, But the more I watch, I'm like, okay, I get it. Because you start to learn people, right? And you really can't get to know people within one or two videos. You really can't. You really have to kind of watch a few. I'd say you could probably get to know if you really like a person, like a vlogger or whatever, within 2 or 3 months. If they daily vlog. And that's the other thing, right? Because if you don't daily vlog or daily put out videos, and you put out videos every once in a while, you're not going to get the same connection to your subscribers because they lose interest. And that's real shit. I know people have lost interest in me, but I feel like I'm being very consistent now, and it definitely has improved my channel, and it has improved like the communication. Now granted, we have real lives, and sometimes it's just not feasible to be on here all the time, or as often as maybe your subscribers would like, because you have life to live, right? Or you go through shit, or you're figuring shit out, and that's a real thing too. And we have to allow people to be able to do that. We have to allow people to live their lives without giving up on them. So if some of your favorite YouTubers kind of take a break, or you don't see them for a while, I feel like you shouldn't necessarily be like, oh, I'm done or whatever. People have to live their lives. This is the internet. This is not the real world. So, yeah, there's all of that. Cooper turned 13 yesterday, you guys. I didn't post anything or whatever. Like, I didn't do anything. Usually I'll put up, like, a Cooper picture, and I'll be like, oh, 13, 12, whatever. He's 13 years old. My tubies that have been around, y'all remember when I got Cooper? He was the cutest little baby, looking like a little gray pigeon. He's 13 years old. 13 years I've had that bird. And they could live to be 85. He may outlive us. Did you hear him laugh? Yeah, I think I'm done. I just kind of wanted to get those thoughts out. I'm watching this really good show on HBO that my girlfriend at work told me about.
Called Mayor of Easttown. It's a show. I think it's 6 or 7 episodes. And I gotta start getting ready, but I plan to finish watching it when I come home. It's a long weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. I don't have anything planned. My husband and I did say we probably just hang out around the house, maybe throw some wings on the grill. I want a new grill, you guys. My husband refuses to get rid of the grill that we have. It's an old charcoal grill. He swears it's the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm just like, I want a newer grill. I want a gas grill. He's like, the food doesn't taste the same. It doesn't burn the same. So you know what? He does most of the grilling, so I just be like, okay, whatever. It's like, I'm not going to argue with him. But I do want a new grill. I want a grill that I can use easily. Like with the charcoal grill, it'd be too much to try to get that thing lit, so he do it. If I had a gas grill, I could just turn the eye on and we be cooking. Whatever. So that's it, you guys. Thank you for listening. Again, I appreciate all of you so much. I will remain as genuine and honest and real as possible, unless they... No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I read a meme that said, I'm gonna be as real as possible until they come with that check and I gotta perform. And I died. It was like on one of the reality shows, gossip pages or whatever. And I was like, yo, people sell their soul for the almighty dollar. But this is what I say in a lot of my videos, like, this is why being an entrepreneur, and yes, I still have a 9 to 5, and yes, I'm an entrepreneur, and yes, I make good ass money doing both. And I have a partner that makes good ass money doing both. You can do both. And again, I don't like people that try to convince you that having a 9 to 5 is not it. Now, that may ring true to some people, but that's not everybody's situation. And I know a lot of people have let people get in their ear, like, oh, don't quit your job and work for yourself or whatever. And it has not worked out for them. And do not give up a steady income until you have another steady income that can sustain your life. Okay? That's number one. And even then, you have to long-term think, like healthcare, what benefits are you getting? All that stuff plays a part. Not everybody that becomes an entrepreneur is going to become a millionaire. Okay? If you're just making enough money to pay your rent and eat groceries, then that's not it. You have to be able to build wealth, so you can be comfortable, and there's a lot of people that are doing that. There are plenty of YouTubers on here that have made YouTube their careers, and that's awesome if that's something that you really want to do. But don't give up one thing until you have secured and you know that this is working, because people are in your ear talking mess. My 9 to 5 is the shizit, okay? Only bad thing, like I said, is having to get up and get there. After that, I'm good. You guys, happy Memorial Day weekend. I don't know what we're going to be doing, if anything, besides grilling. I might vlog, I might not. I have a lot of editing to do, as you know. Let's see when this clip gets edited. I don't know. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much, and I just always want to come and give thanks. This video probably be a video in itself. Y'all got my real raw emotions, shucks. I be in my feelings. I'm not going to lie. I be in my feelings. All right, I got to get my butt in the shower, get myself together. I will see you soon. Be good, be well.
Hey, y'all. Okay, so I'm actually in the parking lot of my my holistic practitioner, but I am super early. I think, oh yeah, put the heat on. I'm like, what the hell is that sound? I think that I misjudged how close it was, because I'm like, wait, it's like 40 minutes away, but it really was like 20 minutes away. So I'm kind of early. And I'm sitting in the parking lot, and I thought the parking lot would actually be full, because there's a few other things in this little, what you call it, parking lot. I mean, like, this area, there's other buildings that have other things, but it was pretty empty. I got a good parking spot basically right across the street from where right across the drive from where I need to go. And I think what I'll do is the video that I started to do today, when I was trying to show my love and appreciation for you guys, I think I'm going to try to edit that now so I can release that either tonight or tomorrow or sometime this Memorial Day weekend. So it's not, when you see it, it's not like super old already, because the spirituality video, which I'm referring to, is just came out like a few days ago. So I think I'll edit those clips and actually make that video live. I got an hour. All right, bye.